the risk of sounding insane, I will once again give you evidence for some hidden right in front of your eyes situation that's going on in Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. So hey, I'm Not So a Strainer, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll talk about hotels and octopus. Let's get into it. It is nothing new that the two Pikachu from the trailer, Mr. Windychew and Mrs. Wavychew, are very suspicious and likely to end up playing a big role in the game, especially since we know they will somehow be part of the story according to the website. My theory is that they will be the legendary Pokemon, one for Winds and another for Waves. Some people think they'll be the way the legendary talks to us, some sort of guide, but not really the legendaries themselves. I've even seen people saying that they'll be the professors, even though I'm not really sure how that would work. But the important part is that most people believe that they are going to be something special. They're not just two weird-looking Pikachu. Today I offer you a little bit more evidence to justify that same argument, but before we have to talk about the hotel. This hotel seems to be where we're staying in Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. It is very likely that it's gonna be our base of operations and where we'll receive our first orders to go out and explore. It is also where Mr. Windychew and Mrs. Wavychew are likely staying. Their clothes are the clothes some retired tourists would wear while staying at a tropical resort, and because of that, their connection to the hotel is nearly undeniable. This could mean, since that is our base of operations, that they are indeed the professors, but again, how would that work? It could also mean that they are the owners, weird but not entirely impossible in the Pokemon world. But to me, it just means that they're two retired legendaries. They were once busy with keeping the powers of Winds and Waves in check, but now they're resting. Or on one game, the Winds legendary is resting, and on the other one, the Waves legendary is. Another important thing about this hotel, and that makes me think that this might be some kind of cover-up for the legendaries or whatever else, is that it looks like an octopus. And don't worry, it's weird, but it will make sense. The hotel seems to have tentacle pools that swirl out of the building and that make it look like an octopus. If I didn't have my suspicions about the place already, I wouldn't even think twice about it and let it be. It is just a nice, cool design element. But I cannot be fooled now. Also, there's a boat right there that I missed on my first analysis, and maybe we can take the boat and Mr. Briny will be back older than ever. But that's another story and we have to carry on, and so there is one species of octopus that was not only first discovered in Indonesia, but most of its documented observations are from Indonesia as well. And that species is the mimic octopus. Mimicking, as in showing you something that isn't what is real, pretending to be something else. If the two Pikachu, the two weird-looking Pikachu, are truly connected to the hotel, I think this is just a little bit more fuel to the fire of the hidden legendary theory. But there are more possibilities, of course. If the hotel is truly supposed to be suspicious, it might end up not being because the legendaries are hiding there disguised as Pikachu. There's a chance that the hotel owner is simply not who he seems to be if he's a good guy. Maybe he is the evil team's boss and the hotel is just a way to hide his true intentions. Kinda like Team Rocket with the game corner in Celadon City and the gym in Viridian City. Another option is that if that's the place where we'll get our research, there's also the chance that for the first time ever we get a professor that is evil. And no, I don't count Professor Sada and Professor Turu, they're a whole different story from your usual starter-giving professor. Still, I've been on the Mr. Windychew and Mrs. Wavychew are the legendary Scopium for a while now, and that's where I'm staying. But what about you? Does your tinfoil hat bring some theories about this hotel, or am I going crazy? Let me know down below. And now, this is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. But before I go, I want to thank my YouTube members Dash Plays and Good Old Deo, as well as my Twitch subscribers Anubis Here, the Dr. Joe and Teixeira23 for going that extra mile. Thank you so much for all of your support.